there will be spoilers ahead. Today, I wanted to quickly analyze Snow in the Desert. Snow in the Desert is based on the short story with the same name written by Neal Asher. So you can bet your strawberries we're going to be comparing the original short story to this adaptation, while also going into more detail about the lore of this world. In Snow in the Desert, we follow Snow, who lives in the desert. I know, everyone, I know, this is what I get paid the big bucks for. Snow lives on a planet named Vatch, and this planet is almost completely waterless. In fact, it's impossible to travel on foot during the daytime because the heat is just too much. So they use day tents to sleep in during the day and then travel on foot during sunset, sunrise, or nighttime. These creatures right here are called crab birds. As the sun rises, they go to sleep by covering their heads with their wings, as their exterior protects them from the harsh daylight. The amount of effort that must have gone into the design of these creatures for like a few seconds on camera is just beyond me. Snow approaches a water station to receive a package from one of the vendors in it. The water stations are basically the cities of this planet. At the center of the station is a silver tube that is a geothermal energy tap that provides power for the transmuter. And the transmuter is what makes it possible for humans to survive there. In the original short story, it's explained that the transmuter took complex compounds, stripped them of their elementary hydrogen, and combined that with the abundant oxygen given off by the dry form algae that turned all the sands of Vatch to violet. Water was the product. So since a lot of effort goes into creating water, it's a commodity that the residents of this planet take very, very seriously, which is why drinks have locks on top of them and why we see a water thief imprisoned on the outskirts of the city. And this prison thing right here is called a condensation jar. Basically, this is where water thieves are placed in and left to die. It drains all of the water out of the person and puts it into the station's supply. I know, right? It's almost as up as only getting 8 episodes in volume 2. Snow makes his way to the water station, but I know what some of you are wondering, which is who is Snow, really? Like, who is he? And once again, that's a fantastic question, Gerald. Snow is from Earth, and he's supposedly over 1,000 years old. He had a wife, but she took her own life 123 years ago, after old age got the best of her and Snow remained his same youthful self. Snow doesn't grow old, because he has regenerative cells that provide him with a natural source of immortality. However, it is still possible to kill him, but if he loses like a body part, it'll grow back, eventually. Also, Snow has no honor code, but these 3 bounty hunters follow the Andronaki honor code, which is why the younger bounty hunter has to challenge Snow before engaging him. Unlike Snow, Barris, the main baddie of this episode, doesn't follow this code either. Harold is a cyborg who works for Earth's Central Intelligence. Underneath her synthetic flesh is a human brain, spinal column, and other nerve tissues. In the original short story, Harold is very empathetic, as she puts her own life and mission at risk to humanely kill one of the condensation jar prisoners and put them out of their misery. Even though she's part human, she still serves the AI at Earth Central, which is made up of the most powerful AI in human polity. The AI that makes up Earth Central is essentially incorruptible, as they were created specifically to protect the greater good. Earth Central and Barris both want Snow's genome. People like Barris want to acquire Snow's, his downstairs parts in order to replicate the components that make Snow's cells regenerative. So Barris doesn't really care about keeping Snow alive as long as he can preserve Snow's reproductive organs, because anyone who can get a hold of this secret to immortality will be rich beyond belief and will hold an immense amount of power. Earth Central predicts that in just 10 years they can make anyone regenerative, within limits. Unlike Barris, Earth Central wants Snow to willingly come back to Earth, wanting to replicate his genome while keeping him alive and safe. In fact, after discovering Snow's secret, Earth Central managed to keep it a secret for 300 years. It wasn't until 10 years prior to the story being told that Snow's secret was leaked after an unmentioned mistake, causing multiple organizations to become aware of Snow's regenerative ability. Harold mentions Earth Central does not suppress knowledge. Keeping the genome in almost objective hands of AI whose priority is the greater good of humanity is the best option. Earth Central will keep this secret away from corruptible humans and organizations that will selfishly keep it for themselves and exploit it for profit. Okay, so the strawberries were not included in the original short story. They were added for this adaptation. And this is perhaps my favorite detail in the entire episode, as Snow goes to great lengths to receive a simple luxury from Earth, showing us that Snow is tethered to his home planet and misses it. Snow feared that people will want to kill him and take his genome, and this is what most likely caused him to hide out on an almost uninhabitable planet. With help from Earth Central, every human will be regenerative, meaning no bounty hunters will be chasing after Snow anymore, and Snow can safely live on his home planet again. Oh my taco shells, that was a good episode. I really like the setting for Snow in the Desert. I thought the art style was insane, especially those sunset shots at Snow's hideout. Like, am I right, people? I like the story. I like the simplicity. It felt whole. It felt like a really cool middle chapter. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode, and I can't wait to talk about the rest of Volume 2 as well as Volume 1 in upcoming videos. So if you want to see more Love, Death, and Robots videos just like this of me analyzing Love, Death, and Robots, please hit subscribe. Like this video, comment, just like support this channel so I can keep making videos like this. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next Love, Death, and Robots video.